Bor Kapatisi TV. Kabul, Kamashin Kabala Snakerpang Kabakhamskem, Kamsted, Kamklan, Batbaduna Bam Umpnia.
Kasamla Mathrika Choudhury kaliok Phong ka Pansngiat ladu na pedenggi ka kandai ngut kinaya khun hakarensa ne ko Miss Shillong arajar pausan lapin long the Fashion Society Shillong ha ususo tham auditorium ka shitri unai wing arajar pausan daga niga jingjab klayok ra shalaying ya nam Miss Shillong arajar pausan ringkar bar ka kusnam pisa ka bashilak tingka Hakani karensa ni ko kasamla wanda pi karbamon kabla job ke kedan first runners up kalayok khode ka kusnam da kasong pisa ka bahnya pusan hajar kan bakasamla Jolene and Sealing do kabla job ke kedan second runners up kalayok khode ka kusnam da kasong pisa ka basan phajar Nolokata kasamla Nimrod Ranhotra kalayok ya kedan third runners up bat kasamla Rimika Shilla kalayok ke kedan fourth runners up Hagan ga janmit asamru hikusnam kerpang makin thop ka kusnam Miss Talented balayo ra daga samla wan phi kharbaman ka kusnam Miss Alluring Smile balayo ra daga samla Niha Hajong ka kusnam Miss Sparkling Eyes balayo ra daga samla Isa Delia Bare ka kusnam Best Recycled Outfit balayo ra daga samla Bashika Warlatma ka kusnam Miss Tantalizing Dresses balayo ra daga samla Elizabeth Lingdo baga kusnam Miss Silky Skin balayo ra daga samla Agnes Lingdo Kasa kilang hagan gasngi do MLA ka South Shillong constituency wa polling do u principal secretary ka sarkar jilla Frederick R Kharkongor baruba Aldes Maulong
but their hands aren't shaking, Catherine.
Okay, so your question is, listen carefully. Throughout the preparation for the Miss Shillong 2025 beauty pageant, what lessons did you gain that you would share with the other young girls who would look up to you as a role model? One more time. Throughout the preparation for the Miss Shillong 2025 beauty pageant, what lessons did you learn that you would share with the other young girls who would look up to you as a role model?
So is the question clear to everyone? All right, please pick up your pen. All right, the time starts now. All right. So what we've done is we've kept a carbon copy, and the contestants are going to be answering whatever that they've written on the sheet of paper. They will not be able to go overboard because we will be seeing, or rather we will be overseeing what the contestants have written. So are our judges ready? All right, let us hear what our top five finalists have to say. Catherine, may I request you to kindly read out the question once more?
All right, so your question was, throughout the preparation for the Miss Shillong 2025 beauty pageant, Rimika, what did you learn that you are going to share with the other girls who are going to look up to you if you win?
Thank you for the question. Well, my answer is, I often heard people say that nurses don't have life outside their work in the hospital. While there's some truth to that, due to the demanding nature of a profession, but I believe that if you dare to dream, there's nothing that can stop you. And my message, thank you, and my message to all the young girls out there, people are going to say what they want to say, but you have to stay you. Their concern are not of your concern. You just have to stay focused and just stay in your lane. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Rimika. We move on to our next contestant, Nimra. Your answer may please be read out.
As a role model, I would share my experience to be punctual, as it is only for the betterment. 1 month back, I never imagined I was this person. To be determined and know, and that no one is looking for perfection, but for authenticity. Have the desire of winning, but also the acceptance of failure. To always be close and to uphold values of humility, empathy, and passion for larger goals of life. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Nimrat's answer. Thank you.
We move on to contestant with 13. Wonderfully, Carbon. Wonderfully. All right, here's your moment.
My Miss Shillong journey is nothing short of a journey of improvement and empowerment. And to the girls who look up to the pageantry and who look up to me as a role model, I would advise them to pull themselves out of the comfort zone. You may not know what you are deserving and what you are until you try. Moreover, be your authentic self. Enjoy the journey and cherish the memories and friendship. Thank you.
Second last but not least, we have contestant number 10, Jolene Lingo. Jolene, your answer, please.
Being here has taught me to embrace my true self, and that authenticity is not about being different, it's about being true. And to the young girls, I want to say that if I can find my voice, you can too. And that change, and that you don't need to change to fit in. The world needs exactly who you are. Thank you.
And our final contestant, Mathrika, what's your answer?
This journey has taught me that confidence is not about being the loudest in the room. It's about showing up for yourself, even when no one believes in you yet. I have learned that growth can hurt before it shines. So if there's one message I would like to share with all the girls, it would be that you do not need to wait to be perfect to start your journey. Your time begins the minute you believe it does. Thank you.
Amazing. Give it up for your top 5 contestants of Miss Shillong 2025. Those were all amazing answers. I don't know how did you do that in just 2 minutes, but this is really beauty with brains. Amazing girl. Let's give them a huge round of applause one more time.
We are approaching the announcement of the results, but before that, ladies and gentlemen, the top 5 contestants have given answers that have connected largest consciousness between them and us here present in this evening. So may I request all the top 5 contestants to exit the stage. We will be shortly having a final walk of the reigning queen of Miss Shillong 2024, Miss Gracie Nunley. Let us give our top 5 contestants another round of applause.
through this journey of Miss Shillong with grace and confidence, and she is really a good role model to her colleagues and family members and many people around her. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your fourth runners-up of Miss Shillong 2025, Miss Rebecca Shillong. Please give her a round of applause.
This evening, and to help us do that, may I please request Mrs. Marjorie Noreen Dunai to help us crown our third runner-up. Mrs. Marjorie Noreen Dunai is a senior. She is a senior reader at the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly and a passionate yoga enthusiast, known for her grace, purpose, and compassion in action. She currently holds the title of Mrs. Global International 2024, having previously been crowned Mrs. Seven Sisters 2020 and Mrs. Shillong 2019. Beyond stage, she continues to inspire through her commitment to community service. She is also the founder and vice chairperson of her own NGO known as Gracious Givers Foundation. In 2022, she served as secretary of the Lions Club of Shillong Divas, a charitable organization devoted to community welfare. She is an inspiring speaker and advocates for peace and purpose-driven living, and has graced platforms as a guest speaker at the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th international seminars on peace and humanity in North Bengal, Choudhury, and Mathrika. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us welcome Mrs. Marjorie Noreen Dunai. So, our third runner-up to Miss Shillong 2025 this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is. Who do you think will be our third runner-up? I don't think the audience is ready. Let's just keep the suspense a little long. Are you ready? Alright, the third runner-up is contestant number 12, Nimrat Ranudra. Please give it up for Miss Nimrat Ranudra, ladies and gentlemen. They have given their best effort for this evening. Although they may have participated in several rounds, but ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the competition, we do have only one winner.
We are getting closer and closer, girls. And the second runner-up is... No, wait. For crowning the second runner-up, I would like to call Miss Loretta Lalu, who is the second runner-up of Miss Shillong 2024, with a round of applause, please.
May I please mention that our second runner-up to Miss Shillong 2025 this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be walking away with a prize package of 50,000 rupees.
Alright. The second runner-up of Miss Shillong 2025 is Contestant number... Who do you think it is? Contestant number... I can hear you say it. Contestant number... Contestant number 10, Choudhury. And she has done amazingly well. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your second runner-up of Miss Shillong 2025, contestant number 10, Miss Jolie Linda. Come on, you can clap louder than that. Come on, second runner-up. Thank you so much, Loretta, for joining us on stage. And for the final moment, may I please call the girls to the center of the stage. You will want to hold their hands.
Okay. Why don't we start the Miss Shillong 2025 all over again, ladies and gentlemen? We've come to this point where we will be announcing our Miss Shillong 2025. And I'm so glad that our three guests is being reported are still with us. And we request her to kindly hand over the check to our winner. So we will be announcing the name of the winner first. We will be announcing Miss Shillong 2025 first, to be followed by our first runner-up. Again, we will be announcing Miss Shillong 2025 to be followed by our first runner-up.
And for this, to crown the winner of Miss Shillong 2025, once again we would like to have Miss Gracie Gandhi, the reigning winner of Miss Shillong 2024, back on stage, please, with a round of applause. And to crown the first runner-up, we would also like to have Miss Choudhury on stage.
We have two Miss Shillong winners. We have Miss Shillong 2024 and Miss Shillong 2023 to help us crown our final two. Are you ready? Yes! Alright, let's give out all our energy one more time because we are coming to the closing of Miss Shillong 2025. Are you ready? Yes! Okay. Our Miss Shillong 2025 is
our Miss Shillong, the Queen of Miss Shillong 2025 is
Miss Shillong 2025 goes to contestant number 19.
2025